Hello, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. My name is Chinedum Igwe, your one and only celebrity CSO, and this is Chinedum Igwe TV, streaming live from United States of America. Remember, as I'm speaking with you now, you can watch us live on Instagram at Chinedum Igwe, on YouTube at Chinedum Igwe TV, on, on Facebook at Chinedum Igwe TV, on TikTok as Chinedum Igwe TV, as I'm speaking with you now. So please just go there and watch us. Today we have a very big brother, a scholar, an author, and what have you. He will explain himself when he comes up. The person I have in the house today is the president, uh, uh, International Association of African Authors and Scholars, with the headquarters in United States of America. So today we'll be talking on an institution that they are about kicking off, the making of International Africa International Leadership Institute. We will talk about it very well. So if you are on YouTube, share this live video. If you're on Facebook, share this live video to your friends on WhatsApp and wherever. And if you are on Instagram, I want you to come up for a host party. Make comments, ask questions, react, and bring up engagement. I promised you that this page will be giving you back-to-back educative, constructive, innovative, and life-saving contents. And today we have Chinedum Igwe, President, International Association of African Authors and Scholars. May I have the privilege to bring Chinedum to the stage. Chinedum. Yeah, good afternoon, sir, in America. I know you're in America too.
Yes, Atlanta, Georgia. Good afternoon.
So how are you doing?
Nice. Good.
Welcome to Chinedum TV.
And thank you for having me again. This is my second time appearing on your TV, and very happy and very grateful for all you're doing.
Wow. So yeah, today we'll not be wasting time. My people will be talking about an institution that is no more a dream, because anything that has already secured land is no more a dream. It can only be a dream when it is still conceived in the mind. But there are structural and empirical things on ground already. So, and for you to be a leader, you need to learn how to be trained to be a leader. The problem we're having today in Nigeria is that leaders are not trained. So, and that's what Plato said: until philosophers become king, that the state will not be around. What it means by philosopher, learned men who have acquired education, proper education, and leadership skills. And the International Association of African Authors and Scholars, they are doing great. And Chinedum is here to explain all this to us. So, first of all, Chinedum, before you go, what can you tell our viewers about International Association of African Authors and Scholars?
Thank you. I will start by saying that we've had this discussion earlier on my first segment with you, and from all your various outlets, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, the program was this topic was discussed on that first topic, on that first segment. So I will advise our viewers to go back to that very whatever the segment we had earlier, and watch it again and digest everything about International Association of African Authors and Scholars. But in a nutshell, what it is where African authors and scholars come together under one roof to be heard. What I mean is our motto is get involved to be heard. And when you are isolated, and for one reason or the other, especially in Africa, there are wars, there are famine, and we have a very good number of authors there that are having the opportunity for their materials to be read. International Association of African Authors and Scholars Professional Development Institute is established for that purpose, to bring African authors to the limelight, to the international stage, where their work, their writings will be seen, read, and heard. And then from there, as that is being done, the African continent is being heard of. And then everything that is coming from there is where will be well represented. That is what IAAAS PDI is all about.
Wow. It seems we are sharing the same ideology, because if you look at under my name, you will see African Voice in Diaspora. So as I represent the African voice in the media, so what it means is that you people represent the African voice in print and writing.
Exactly.
So we share the same ideology.
Very simple. Very simple.
That's wonderful. Yeah, God has a way of doing it. And before we go on, I want to recognize Chima's blog. Chima's blog is our brother in Atlanta. Is watching from Atlanta now. Chima's blog is also a platform that deals on marriages and families, and he has been doing great. Chima's blog, you're welcome. So, Ezeja Obioma, Charles Uti, congratulations, Ali. Wow, Charles, you're watching from YouTube. Welcome, Charles. So, we are going right down now to Ali. Africa International Leadership Institute. That's the full meaning of Ali. Exactly. What is Ali? Chinedum Igwe.
Thank you one more time. Our umbrella organization, which is International Association of African Authors and Scholars, Professional Development Institute, we talk about books, we mentor people to write, we encourage aspiring authors, and we go further to really bring established authors together. We have a lot of programs in the umbrella organization. And a part of this program is AILI, the Africa International Leadership Institute. And it was developed as a way that Africa is sort of lacking in leadership skills. And we have fans, our readers from Africa. We don't want a situation where we want to be selfish, focus on talking about our books and selling our books. Just something like, here you go, this is a copy of my book, where is your money? We want our brothers and sisters in that continent to be both well informed, and they have a livelihood, a decent livelihood, good roads, water, electricity, you can name it. And for we to be able to make that possible for them, we have to start from leadership. And that is why our summit is called Authorship and Leadership Summit. So we started from leadership to create and to make the leadership viable and integrated. We said that a leadership institute will be built in Africa. And that is how AILI came about. And that leadership institute will be void of every other type of subject, geography, psychology, chemistry, nutrition. No, it's going to be leadership skills, the core curriculum of leadership skills, so that when people learn leadership skills first, they can perform well in their leadership positions. And that's why the motto is learn leadership skills first, before seeking leadership position. That is, in essence, what AILI is coming to do for Africa.
Wow. That is great. So, AILI is life in Africa.
Thank you.
That's what it means. It's life in Africa.
And you just said something that is that reminds me about one of my discussions for leadership. Leaders should lead for others to live. That is exactly what we are saying here. So when you said AILI is life, yes, because when leaders lead well, people live well.
Wow, 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 wow. That's a punchline. If leaders lead well, people will live. So lead so that people will live.
Thank you.
Not for you to lead and people will begin to buy. You are not a leader.
Or run away.
People will begin to run away. My joy is that if this institute, in fact, if any other country will look for this kind of institution, it should be Nigeria. I think it's most important, even if it's voted for in Africa, they should vote Nigeria. All your members all over the world, please, they should vote for now. We need it. We need that kind of institution in Nigeria so that our leaders will be properly trained with the tenets of leadership.
Thank you.
So, and it's going to be great. I want to welcome Cindy Almona Ezugu, our great sister, Emeria the Great, and others who are watching us, those on YouTube, those on Instagram. You're welcome to this show. My brother and my big uncle, Chinedum Igwe, I want to ask you, what are we going to, as Nigerians who are advocating for this AILI, what are we going to benefit from AILI?
It's actually going to be started in Nigeria, but it's a continental institution. That is why it's going to be a continental campus will be in Nigeria. What that means is that we want people to be coming from all over African countries to Nigeria. The idea is you come to the campus, the continental campus, because the name says it all, Africa International Leadership Institute. Location Nigeria, but it means that all African countries, both private sectors and government agencies, will send their employees to come to learn leadership skills in Nigeria and take the skills back to the other African countries. In that case, we will be resetting the mindset of African leaders one step at a time, gradually, from the grassroots until it blossoms like a grown-up tree, and then takes control of the whole system and the whole continent, where people, where leaders, we think about selfless service first. We think about legacy first. We think about good names first before any other thing. That is the benefit of this institution coming to Africa from located in Nigeria. So it's a continental phenomenon.
Okay, that's great. Nigeria, as the giant of Africa, will be in the center. It's an institute. We now harbor or keep an institution that is going to be impacting leadership qualities and tendencies in the life of all the leaders in Africa. That's going to be great.
Very great.
The dream is great, and I hope somebody wrote from Atlanta, one of our brothers, I posted it, he said, we need it back home in Nigeria if our leaders will allow it to happen. So, what do you think? What's your reaction to this question?
Yeah, me?
Yeah.
It will happen because God knows that we need something like this in Africa, and God has provided the opportunity. The opportunity means we, the people, and then the land. So it's going to happen. It will happen, and by the grace of God, and we will all benefit from it, even on our unborn children, generations upon generations. It will be a system that the whole of Africa will be proud of, because we've neglected leadership a lot. Most times people come into leadership to learn the job while they are already voted in or selected. This is going to change. This is going to be a different system. You have to have those qualities, and you have to present it as you're seeking your promotion as a supervisor or a manager or a director. This is what you're going to provide. The institute will be there to back you up, and you bet, after passing through AILI, you can never fail. Mark my word, you can never fail in leadership, because
okay. This idea of this institution, can you make reference to other countries where we have it, or this is just the first one ever in existence?
In visionary leadership, you see the word vision. You must not have seen it somewhere or heard about something first before implementation. That's why vision is there when you talk about visionary leadership or visionary, anything you see in vision. So I must not have seen it elsewhere, or we must not be copying it from somewhere. But the purpose is fact. The purpose is fact. The motto is fact. Learn leadership skills first before seeking leadership position. It's not you don't need to go to space to know that that is very, very necessary and viable, and we produce good results. The input is there, and then output is going to be very, very interesting and lucrative. So other countries might have it in different ways, but we're not copying anything from anybody. We just want something that will be good for the continent, and that is where the vision comes in. I mean, a leader have the power to see the future. Prediction is part of leadership. You predict what has not even happened. You can predict how your country or how your organization will run in 2040. But we are here in 2024. That is visionary leadership. So we are not copying anything from anywhere. It might be somewhere, somehow, but we are presenting what we feel that is necessary for Africa. And that is where we are here now.
Wow, that's great. That's very, very great. Oh gosh. So because if it is an African institution, it must, as you people are trying to put it up, or as we are trying to put it up, because I'm part of it.
Thank you.
As we are trying to put it up, I think we should consider African factors that influence leadership in Africa. So because there are a lot of factors that either make or make a leader famous or notorious in Africa. So as an African institution, I know you will put into consideration those things. But I just heard that you said you have the land. So where is this institution going to be sited in Nigeria?
What you just said now about certain things regarding to Africa, comes into my answer that I'm going to give you right now. The land is located in Ikwe local government area of Abia State, Nigeria. And in Igbo land, there is a word or a phrase that says, Ahioma Nerowea. Ahioma Nerowea
Sure.
That means that the name, the purpose, the objectives sells the institution. And that's how the land was even donated for this purpose. Because when I'll make reference to His Royal Majesty is Otuwa from Ikuano. He is our backbone towards this establishment and the land purpose. So he heard about it and he knows what is coming to bring to the continent and to Nigeria. And that was how we got this land. And the land is available, the land is ready. We just want to move from table to ground right now. That is where we are.
Wow, that's great. That's great, because you know a lot of problem we have in Nigeria is sighting. So this one is miraculous. It's unlike Nigerian things, because sometimes we have a wonderful ideas, conceived institutions that can be mind blowing and life changing in Nigeria, but when it comes to land, hey, our people will open eye. They will open eye. Our people go open eye. Say where you want, especially an institution. And I know that an institution is not going to take just 2 plots or 3 plots. They consume lands in hectares. So, and may God bless that Royal Majesty, and may
Amen.
God bless Ikuano local government, and may God bless the people of Ikuano. Yeah, that dream will come through so that they will benefit from their generosity.
Thank you very, very.
So I know. Okay, and there's another very important point. Okay, an institution is not a joke, especially when it comes to financial implication. So how do you, as an organization, how do you intend to raise this money to build this institution?
Yes, what you said is right. At the same time, you don't fear war and then not to go to war. Another Igbo adage. Ana Sambabu na Agog. So what? Exactly. Exactly. So we've done our part. We created the vision. We created the necessity and the purpose. We have the land. Just like another adage that it takes a village to train a child. Something like this magnitude and something like this purpose should not be left to one person or a group of people. It is supposed to be a Nigerian, a continental issue. So we are asking, we know that, not just asking, we know that philanthropists, entrepreneurs will step in, and that's what we are asking for. We've created the vision already, step in to move this whole program from drawing board or from the desk to groundbreaking. And the support should come from everywhere, anybody that wants the progress of Nigeria, the progress of Africa, the progress of mankind. Because we are not trying to put something that faces out after a while. It continues to promote leadership skills and change the mindset of leaders for generations to come. So we are, the main thing is that since this opportunity is already there, the land is there, so we will ask for donations and contributions, and asking us, how do we help? Just that's all you need to do. How do we help? And our website, as I can see it on the screen there, everybody's seen it too, is where the help should be directed to. Contact us, make donations, make contributions, ask us, how do I get involved? Remember, our umbrella motto is get involved to be heard. And when you make these contributions and these donations, other institutions and people and individuals, your name will be there. We will make sure that your name is written on the stones, even on the stone of the institute, that people will one day come and say, "Oh, that's my uncle. He was part of this. That's my father." We are talking about years past. So our website, IAAAUTHOURS.org. Donations are welcome. Contributions are welcome. Advices are welcome. Suggestions are welcome. It's a continental campus. It's not for one person alone, but the product, the objective, the goal is going to go spread through the whole of Nigeria and Africa, both in employment, both in partnership. The banks we are open for the banks too, because the campus will have a branch of any bank that is seeing the vision we are seeing at the same time. Remember, this is a global, not just, continental Africa, but you don't know, everybody is welcome to come and learn something there and go back to their countries. So that is where we are seeking for donations and contributions to move this whole process fast, put it on the ground, and let the continent start changing. We don't believe in just change, like singing it like a song. When you see viable and visionary program like this, you don't have to wait. You just have to jump in right away and bring in your best, or give your best, knowing fully well that the output will justify the means.
Wow, that's mind blowing. I want to ask something now. Very, very important to me. The question I want to put across to you is: there is this kind of vibes, positive vibes, courage, undaunted, spirit that you generate or you assume when you talk about this institution. What's your secret? Why are you so positive about the realization?
Well, I'm a positive man. Matter of fact, I don't even bother about negativities. I just want to be positive all the time, and that is what drives me. And I was born in Nigeria anyway. I know what's going on there, or what has been going on there. I know how we live in a family of 7. We live in 1 bedroom, more, or 2 bedrooms, and go through all the process of growing up and livelihood. You want to read, you don't even have a library near your street to go and read. So these things have never left me. I still have them in my mind, no matter where I am. No matter where I am, I still have it. And remember what I said earlier, that we are not going to be selfish about just selling our books as an authorship organization or writing organization. The people on the ground, the people that are living should live well. So that is where my concern is coming from. How can somebody not have electricity as for a whole day, or something like that? Good water, good roads. These things are possible in any format. It's possible. United States, before you build a house, they construct the road first. They do the roading, they do the sewage system, the water system. So why can't it be in African countries, the same pattern? So that is why I have the very, very big vision that this is me and my team in our organization. We have, like you saw Uti there, he's the general secretary. Alu is director of sponsorship. We have Franklin Obiabo in Nigeria, and we have Obioku Amatu as the treasurer. So we, as the team, are really focused on bringing goodness, good livelihood to Africa through our organization. And even when we took the message to 2 universities here in the United States, Beulah Heights University and the University of West Georgia, they were very happy about it. And as we are moving to this stage now, after securing the land and moving to the establishment, I know we will go back to them and say, look at what remember what we told you about then that we are planning to get, we have the land. So we need help. So I'm very optimistic that it will take off.
Yeah, there's something going on in Abia State because at this point in time, God might be using, God might be directing you appropriately because for now in Nigeria, I think Abia State government or Abia State governor is the baby of the the baby of the country. So his vision and his pragmatic approach to issues, especially when it has to do with development and what will make Abians benefit directly. In fact, what can you say about Oti, His Excellency Oti, and how can you reference or anchor this vision to his own vision at home?
Yes, I've not met him. I would love to meet him. But what I'm seeing and what I've heard, I just returned from Nigeria anyway, on Monday. What I'm seeing and hearing.
Oh, you just came back from Nigeria.
Yes, I was in Nigeria. Remember, we went to see the land physically and started surveying, which is very, very interesting to know that we are not talking about where, we are talking about developing the place. So we have the land. So I know that a lot is going on already because I've been seeing and hearing certain things about him. So he's a visionary leader. That's exactly what we mean by visionary leadership. You got to do something. You got to lead for others to live. That's exactly what he's doing. And can you imagine multiplying a person like this into thousands of people? That is what AILI stands for right now. If Alex Oti of Abia State, governor of Abia State is doing what everybody likes, you've just referenced it, think about multiplication of that same person into thousands. And AILI is going to do that because Alex Oti did not learn what he's doing right there. He was just voted in the other day. He's not learning on the job. He got it. He got it. He already come with it.
He had a blueprint.
Yes.
Before coming.
That is what AILI is all about. Learn leadership skills first before seeking leadership position in all aspects of your life. Private sector, government sector, anywhere you are. So he's doing good, and we are going to multiply whatever he's doing in human resources and put a lot of leaders, visionary leaders, out into the society and reset the mindset of African leaders. That's the purpose. African leaders' mindset is not right now. You cannot tell me when somebody will. They come here. The problem is that African leaders still come to Western world, see everything that's going on, and then do not implement it because they are selfish. If they can remove bias and selfishness and project more of legacy, we will be better than what we have on the ground.
Wow, that's good. It's good, but there's this mindset I have about you. Without sounding immodest, you look like somebody who don't see a pitfall when you have a mission or a vision. But being a human being and with sincere appraisal to issues that has to do with institutions of that kind of capacity, what do you think could be a challenge?
Challenge? It will only be human challenge. That will only be the challenge, human challenge. When people don't see what we are seeing, or predict what we are predicting, or see the vision we are seeing. That's the only challenge. I mean, the outside is there, the land is there, everything. But when human beings can, if they can remove stereotype, remove bias, and think about both present and coming generations, are they going to continue to live in these conditions of uncertainties? I passed through Port Harcourt International Airport as I was flying out to Frankfurt. Yeah, when I asked the airport was like arid desert in terms of heat. At a time, I thought that somebody was going to have a heat stroke at a time, because even me, I started having some headache. But well, later on, I asked, why is this place like this? Why is there no air conditioner? Number one is that they said, somebody told me that, yeah, what they're using now is not NEPA, it's the generator. If the NEPA is available, then the whole AC will be on. But since it's the generator, it cannot carry the ACs. that is the excuse.
In an international airport, right?
Yes, that is the excuse I was given, but that's not supposed to be an excuse. Whoever is in charge, or the leadership team that is in charge, should try as much as possible to make that place livable, so for somebody to live and they just continue your journey. So leadership, this is all about leadership. And I understand very well that some people jeopardize leadership too. Because I know very well that those people that import generators, that is power generators, they are the same people that are not making life constant in Nigeria. I'm talking about Nigeria now, because that's where I know very much. We didn't even have visited places like Gambia. When I was there, I mean, they didn't take light so often. It was just like 3 minutes and it was back. So when leaders think in this direction, you just impose hardship on people because of the product you are dealing with. That's sin. That's killing. That is killing people indirectly. People die. I mean, I'm very sure that if I was having that type of a headache, so how about somebody maybe who is fragile with health conditions, the person could collapse in that airport because of heat. So I'm optimistic that by the time we finish our homework, move this institute forward, well, there is going to be a change. There will be a change, because the most important is to change the orientation of our leaders, to change their mindset, and let them know that if you want to do business, no problem about doing business. Go to the private sector, do your own business. But once you take up the leadership, that place is not for business. It's for you should be giving back. You should be either retired from whatever you are doing. Now you want to come and give back to your community, to your nation, and then not to make money.
Okay, you see, the problem of Nigeria is not about vision, it's not about mission, it's not about the way it is presented. There are wonderful things that are presented. You know, somebody presented Abia State Airport, and my brother's construction company was mobilized and instructed also to send the money to 32 accounts. 30-something accounts recently. So the issue about Nigeria and the issue about institutions like this, they are wonderful when it is being presented. So what is it that will make your own different? Because what makes a difference is the team, the character, and what will attract the philanthropists and people who want to donate and participate in this institution is the college of people, or the team, or the character, the integrity of those who are handling it directly. So what difference is your team What is the difference between your team and other teams that have messed institutions like this up? Because that is the major thing that Nigeria wants. If it's about ideas, we have wonderful ideas everywhere. We have institutions we have conceived everywhere. What really makes your team different? Assuring us that when we get involved, the result will be there.
Number one is honesty there. Our team did not come up with this idea by trying to do something that will benefit them individually. We are not seeking for something to benefit us individually. We're seeking for something that will benefit the masses, the generations. We are thinking about, I mentioned generations on board several times here. That will tell you where our team's focus is. Now and present, not individualistic, not tribalistic. It's only those that have the capacity, the ideology, and the vision of what we are talking about is selected. That's what's going to make the vision of AILI very different. Because we didn't come there to present ourselves as individuals. We want something that will benefit a continent. And that is the same thing we are going to pass over to the people of Nigeria, of Africa. The same way we thought about it, that we need something for Africa. That's the same mission, that's the same goal we have. That's what our team is going to offer. So there shouldn't be any bias. Every situation is different. And this is quite different. Remember, we never come from the beginning. We are not talking about other type of subjects in an institute. It's only leadership curriculum. That is exactly what we tell you, that this is a quite different type of leadership institute.
Yeah, great. I just want to appreciate those who are following us and watching what we're doing. Master of the Coin is in Germany. Is it Germany or UK? I remember Uncle Brad Dixon in Instagram people. I am Sheung. Always Glam. How are you? Harmony. Ihoma. How are you people? I appreciate all of you for watching. Please, if you have any question, if you're listening, the person you are listening to is the president of International Association of African Authors and Scholars. He has his headquarters in US, and they are already building an institution called Africa International Leadership Institute, AILI. Somewhere in Iguano in Abia State. And today we are discussing the making of that institution, the impact, the positive impact, the gain to Nigeria as a country and Africa as a continent. Please, and he has done justice to all the questions. Please, if you can come up with an answer as we interact. So Mali Black, Kingsley Ken 890, Elizabeth 1904, and all of you, I thank you for being there, and I want you to be active. Can you ask questions and or suggestions or whatever? So those of you on Facebook, Queen Mirabel, Amarachi Faith, Samuel Johnson, Wachuku Chinazadon, I can't mention all of you, but I appreciate all of you for watching Chinedu Anichi TV live. We are live on Instagram, we're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, we're live on TikTok as I'm talking to you. So keep time with us and always watch our educative and informative contents. So, Chinedum, you are telling Nigerians, you are telling the whole world that you have a team that has character. That is what I understand by what you say. You have a team that has integrity. You have a team that has whatever it takes
that has faith.
Make sure that whatever is donated, whatever comes from people as a support, will be channeled towards the realization of the institution. That is what you are telling the whole world now.
Exactly.
So, and I think you have heard from him there. So confident, you know my page. Before I bring up a man, I should have attestation for him. I am part of this organization. This is an organization that wrote me a letter of affiliation, considering that I am the African voice in diaspora. And today, as the African voice in diaspora, I'm crying. Let us support this institution. Let's go and support this institution. Everybody contribute. So look at me now. I'm shouting, like I'm not collecting anything for them to be in the show. If they want to be in the show in the night, in the morning, in the midnight, if it's anything that media can do, I can contribute. And even money, I will still contribute. And I will still look for my friends also to contribute. So all of you that believe that leadership should change in Nigeria, this is how you build it. That's why the white people, what they first of all touch is they say he who knows the causes is wiser in all things. Because sometimes the law of causality is what we ignore in Africa. You see, we start dealing with smoke, we will not deal with fire. And there's no smoke without fire. Yeah. And he who deals with the smoke is just dealing with the periphery, the symptom. It's just like when you go to hospital and you deal with the headache. Headache is just a symptom. Headache is not an illness. It's not an ailment. So dealing with leadership issue in Nigeria is first of all to institute a place whereby our leaders are groomed to lead well. Our leaders will have an impartation of leadership qualities that will be transparent in governance. Because you can't give what you don't have. You cannot give what you don't have. So if our leaders are not well groomed, we will continue to suffer what we are suffering today. I think that is what AILI is all about. And Chinedum Igwe is here. So you want to say something for the please go ahead, sir.
Yes, just to buttress what we are saying, the institute, we definitely, it's not just if it's for even for individuals. Individuals will come out there with development, personal integrity. Before then, we talk about and they take it the same thing to the organizations, and they put organizations to have intelligence and then transfer the whole thing to nation building. So that's the step. That's the sequence of our AILI Institute. That's what's going to be. It will start from the individual.
Yeah, so it starts like a family of leadership. They say the family is the smallest unit of the society.
Exactly.
And whatever the family breeds is what manifests in the society.
Yes.
So AILI becomes a foundational family for leadership principles.
From the individual, one person at a time.
To breed and incubate leaders of positive vibes to the society.
Exactly. So the person is developed to have individual confidence of his or her own, and then transforms that thought into organizational growth intelligence, and then move forward to nation building. That's how that's the curriculum we are going to set up. That's why when we were asking about what makes AILI different, this is where the difference comes up. Individualistic organization and then nation building in that manner, because it's the same individual that we are seeing as a person. Is the same individual that's going to build the nation. The same individual will build the organizations. So nothing is going to be left behind. And with that, what I want to add is that this curriculum structure of AILI, we bring out leaders that have vision and confidence, and not confusion. Because if you know what you know, you don't ask for road, or you don't ask, you're not confused. You go, if you're asked the question, you go straight to the point. So AILI leaders will come out being visionary leaders with confidence and not confusion.
Wow. Hey, this singular alley is, I wish is something I can just do like this. And it start existing.
It's coming.
Abraham 20 join. Harry Chris, thank you. MC Oyoyo, MC Oyoyo, you're welcome, bro. So what we are saying here is that Halle has come to stay. Halle is um, Halle is life now in Ikwano local government.
And we need
So
them too.
the groundbreaking is already set up. So all we need to do is donate generously to that, support ideas. Everything is on money. You can
Yes.
have idea, you can have contacts, you can have anything. You can have an idea of what will be added and it will be better. So just look at their website, www.IAAAAUthors.org. So it's
That's
on
right.
the screen there and under Chinedum Igwe. And that anything you want to do with it. Don't do with person. Don't call me. Just go to the website. You see everything. You will see everything detailed. And Joey Zaza, how you doing? Joey Zaza is on my line watching. Joey Zaza 66 is watching. So now I want to let me put you a bit. This leadership something was propelled by because is a they say um something they say something is the mother of invention. Um oh gosh.
Ideas or something like that.
No, like what it means is hardship or like conditions.
Yes,
Hardship
yes,
or
exactly.
crisis is the
Yes,
mother of invention. There's a
exactly.
particular word used for it. I can't remember exactly now. But what it is there is something that made you started having a vision for institutions that will breed better leaders because the leadership is not good. If leadership is good, you can't be thinking of that.
Okay, I now know where you're coming from.
You
Yes,
understand?
yes.
So there's a way they say it that necessity is
Necessity,
the mother
exactly.
of invention.
Yes.
So it's when certain things are lacking, then it's because people are having heat terribly. That's why somebody decided to think of building a conditioner. So, so people could not travel continent to continent. Somebody thought of building an aeroplane. So that is necessity that is the mother of invention.
Invention. Thank
For you
you.
to think of an institution that will start training leaders and incubate leaders or nurse up leaders that will have positive qualities to carry the continent to the destined
Promised land.
yes. So that means there's something wrong somewhere. And what are all these things that are wrong that propel you? What are the necessities that geared you to move to this invention? So, what did you see wrong in African leadership or Nigerian leadership per se that made you think something is wrong? These leaders need to be trained or retrained before things can change positively. What are those wrongs?
Yeah, you remember that I was born in Nigeria and I grew up there before I traveled around and then reside in the United States now. And I still come to Nigeria. As I told you, I just left on Monday. I see things from both ends. And what the, the, the inspiration or the need for leadership skills to be implemented through the spectrum is consciousness. The leaders I see or that we've been having all this while does not have conscience. There's no conscience there because if you're a leader and you have conscience, you should be thinking about the people you are leading. Matter of fact, you can sacrifice for them. That's what leadership is all about, and not acquire properties, tons of properties, and you are still moving around and seeing your neighbors and your community in disarray. That is wrong. There's no road. The power system has been around for a long time. And a leader should be able to say, at a time, you look yourself in the mirror, just like every other human being, you look yourself in the mirror and say, what am I doing wrong? Or what is going wrong? Or what is not right? That's what I mean by, that's what can inspire somebody. You can say, should not continue. As a human being, you have the power to tell yourself some words. So when leaders are not doing that, it affects every corner of the country or every corner, everywhere. It does. So the insufficiency, the nepotism, tribalism, when you don't take somebody, for instance, as simple as that, you don't take somebody who is qualified to be in a position and you think either your brother or sister is better, should be there, that is wrong leadership. That is not leadership skills. So those are the type of things that give me concern, that brought up all these type of ideas, so that people will have their own first confidence and then present to the nation what they have and not what they don't have. That is what we are going to do in AILI.
Wow, that's great. AILI is great. We have spent 57 minutes. We have 3 minutes to round up with what we have. I think we have exhausted while we're here today. Continue to promise you that AILI, International Association of African Authors and Scholars, is part of me. And anytime, any day, any of you can come for my show. And it's a zero charge. I don't even charge anybody. I've never charged anybody to be here. And I'm not ready yet to start charging people to be here. I'm not ready for it for now. And God will give me strength. So what we want is keep coming here, keep educating us, keep letting us know what is important. As we also, individuals, were pleading, all the Chinedum Initiative family, those in Europe, those in Asia, those in Australia, those in Africa, those in America, especially those in Nigeria. So please, this is, I am new here. It's merited love that invites me. Okay, Junior Kikaji, thank you for being here. So what we need now is, please, let's spread this particular message of AILI to all organizations, to our individual personalities, those we know that they can create impact in this kind of thing. If we really admire good leadership in Nigeria, that is where we have to start. So it is a clarion call, is a divine invitation, is a ministry, as well as we call it, is a vocation to change the leadership of Africa. Is a calling. So I see it as a divine call. What you are doing is a ministry, and divinity will continue to show superiority over humanity as you continue to navigate to victory. So I thank all of you. But before we go down, what will you tell the world about Chinedu Anichi TV, aka Tobonsuka?
My own message to the world is that, just as you said earlier at the beginning of the program or the broadcast, we have similar, the Chinedum Anichi TV and the ISPDI have similar objectives. Africa in our minds, and Africa is the focus. So whatever we are saying here is for the benefit of the African continent and the African people. So, and there's no other way. If you have Africa in mind, if you have the progress of Africa in mind, watching these programs here, we educate you. We remind you of who you are and where you're coming from. And we show you the path to the change you deserve or you want. So to me, this is a channel that will let everybody, people of Africa, know what is happening. If you don't know, you know. And if you already know, then you'll be reminded. And at that point, it's now left for you to implement what you've heard and what is going on around you. There's power of information. That's number one thing. Information has power, and that is what you are putting through now to everybody. And then through this information we are sharing here now, we are extending it to the programs we have, not only our program, AILI program, other people that are coming here, they have some other things that they are saying that needs attention, needs support, needs help, needs follow-up. So everybody should be inclined to come to learn what is happening here and then share it, and at the same time contribute. Just as we are saying about the Africa International Leadership Institute, you now know where to go to for contributions or donations and the help for us to move this program, as I said, from the desk to groundbreaking. And where else would we have this type of opportunity if not from Chinedum Anichi TV? So we are grateful, and I beckon on everyone to follow up with this channel and learn and know things. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chinedum Igwe is the president of International Association of African Authors and Scholars, PDI, with website www.IAAAUthors.org. So you can see it on the screen. Anything you want to do, anything you want to find out about the association, about the organization, about AILI, and about donation and everything, go straight to him. Any other person calling you, telling you any other thing, if not this website, you're on your own. Because as I'm talking to you, people have already started opening Facebooks, just like this small meal. I am not today, I'm not that the freeze, I'm not that all these big people. But people have already started opening Facebook pages on my head, though. Exactly my name. I don't know what they want to achieve. Me with just how many followers? Hey, God, you know, sometimes your enemy sees farther than you. Be careful. So,
but not in your case, they will not see farther than you.
Is part of it. It shows that something positive is coming from us.
Yes.
So it's also, you know, that's what our people say. It's a tree that bears fruit that they can now be throwing stones on. If it has no fruits on it, nobody cares. So true. And we can bear the brute. We have the shock absorber, we have the exposure, we have the intellectual capacity, and we have what it takes to consolidate and sustain the continuity of this TV. And
we move.
Others follow.
We move.
And we rise by lifting others. So, my people, I thank you as we are closing it up today. My name is Chinedum Anichi, your one and only celebrity CSO, and this is Chinedum Anichi TV, streaming live from United States of America. Remember, as I'm talking to you now, we're live on Instagram at Chinedum Anichi. We're live on Facebook at Chinedum Anichi TV. We're live on Facebook at Chinedum Anichi on profile, and we're live on YouTube at Chinedum Anichi TV. You can see people are commenting, people are watching from YouTube. They are watching from YouTube in the same TV.
That's
all good. These are just in one source, one camera, one source. So it is a gift.
I salute you.
It's a gift to the Igbo nation. I wish our people can see what I'm doing here, and our people can see the sacrifice I'm making to. Yes. So for me to call the Indians to be able to build up this kind of software for me. So other people that are communicating in Nigeria or wherever, when they are streaming live, you'll be seeing them. they'll be discussing with people on Instagram, but
Yes.
you will only be hearing the voice of the people that are talking with in other platforms. But this one, what you see here, completely house, complete studio, is what you see everywhere. So it's a different thing. And I encourage our people to support me. I encourage our people to keep watching my program. I encourage my people to come up and speak. Come
That's
up
right.
and say something. Come up. I
And
didn't know
share knowledge. Knowledge is supposed to be shared.
this program is
Share
going
knowledge.
far. If not, like from 2 weeks ago, I didn't know. I didn't know. You know, when you are doing something, you might not know how far it goes.
Exactly.
But when letters started coming, like from organizations like you, I just
Yes.
got a letter for democracy, if democracy silver jubilee celebration the as the TV that will interview all the people that will come, all the VIPs from Professor P.L. Lumumba. You know,
Okay. Okay.
I am going to interview him on Tuesday. I'm going to interview Dr. GOC. Already scheduled. I'm going to interview um, this Abdullah. Is that Abdulaziz Abubakar? So and a lot of people.
Yeah.
So they wrote me a letter, Scorecard magazine.
Okay.
They said that they want my TV. I didn't know right from Nigeria.
Wonderful.
So with that kind of occasion they are doing on public lecture on the Silver Jubilee of Democracy, 25th year of democracy in Nigeria for the Fourth Republic. So
Okay.
happening on 29th of this month in Abuja. So all the people coming, I'm the one to interview them live, you know. So
By God's grace,
it's good.
Ali, when Ali takes off, you'll be on the ground to maybe broadcast from the campus, the continental campus of Ali.
Yeah. So our
That-
plan is that I have a big plan. My plan is to establish stations like this, like 3 in Nigeria.
Okay.
By next year, by God's grace, I'll
Okay.
be able, once I have the license.
Yes.
So if I have the license, because the problem is if US can license certain things to operate outside here,
Okay. Okay.
because they're afraid that people will use it for some other thing. You understand?
Yes.
So as far as they can monitor it, as far as it's linked up to me, and I can answer for it. So
Yes. And
we can have a branch,
vet it.
one in Abuja, one in the east in Enugu, one in Lagos. That as I'm broadcasting, I can say, okay, I can bring up the station in Abuja to report. I can bring up different. So by next year, all those things will be on ground.
Yeah, we pray for that. We pray for that.
So it will happen. It will happen.
Yes.
It will happen. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Nnedo Felix, Wedi Mula, Mensa Siba, Alex Wilson, Chigoze Bieyons, and others. Thank you for coming. We're already closing the show for the day. Thank you for all your support, and God will continue to bless you. My name is Chinedu Anichi, your one and only celebrity CSO. And this is Chinedu Anichi TV, streaming live from United States of America. Remember, we rise by lifting others. And we are the African voice in diaspora.
It's
Come
happening.
and talk your talk. When an outsider talks about you, there's always prejudice. Africans, come and talk your talk in this show. We call it talk show. Come and talk your talk. Nobody can tell your story better than you do. We are Africans. Let us come here and talk our own story.
And progress together.
God bless you.
Okay. Thank you.